Did you see over your decades working in law enforcement that operational tactical approach to a car stop evolve over that time because of violence against law enforcement?
Well, yes, since I've been doing it was 30-something years ago, it was always tactics approaching a car, no matter how nothing changed. But the more you hear about shootings and the more violence against the police, the more the police are going to take it. They're even more heightened, which means they are going to be approaching the car in a different way, a different perspective. It's the reality of what they're approaching. Some people may say, well, that's their job. It's not their job. It's not their job to be shot. Their job is to protect themselves, protect the public. But when you're approaching a vehicle or approaching a situation, what policemen will look at is people's hands. If you have a gun in the car, you can't use the gun if you don't have your hands on them. So when you're talking to people, when they're asking to see the hands, it's really important. If you don't see the hands, you're going to escalate that, and the police should escalate because they fear of safety for themselves.
And correct me if I'm wrong, final question for you, Colonel. My understanding is the approach has evolved where now the, troopers and officers are urged to approach a vehicle on the passenger side. Is that accurate?
It's true. It's evolved where the passenger side, most important, not just for safety from somebody in the car, safety from traffic. A lot of police officers get hit on highways and roads from people unintentionally. So approaching the passenger side gives you some tactical advantage. Sometimes you switch it up. Sometimes the passenger side.
Based on the situation.
Yes, and you're just being slick if there's somebody else with you, but you want to make sure that you're safe. And for the public, you want to understand how a police is thinking approaching the car, because they don't know who you are. It may be, a housewife, but it might be someone that just committed an armed robbery wearing a wig, and that's really the mindset of a police officer.